All right. Well, all right, let's get this started. So I can do my little thing here, and then I can get some production going. This doggone company giving me the runaround is ridiculous. But such is life. Let y'all go in for a minute. Oh, wow. I'm letting y'all know right actually let me check something. Let's see how charged up my popcorn is. Well, you know what? I can let it charge up and then I'll bring it to the car when I go back. All right. Get ready to run outside. Give y'all a few minutes to roll in. I have to share this out, but this all good. If I don't share it out, for now, because I'm realistically trying to get at a point where I'm back in the house with it. So this is actually perfect. Here we go. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy. The insurance, I'm taking the elevator. The insurance junkie. Your fiduciary fella. The all-star advisor Alonzo Hall. And I return today to wipe and tap on your head with another live ADH Wealth solution. So today, I want to talk about the Tesla Cybertruck and how, again, people buying things for the brand name and not the brand name. An electric truck, pickup truck, it's probably not going to be the greatest thing to use for or till the minute. Right now, I'm about to go to my car because I'm going to roll my jet. Before I go in, though, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome. To contribute to channel growth, or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional. What's good, fam? The links are in the description of this video. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a pretty long rant today. I'm going to take y'all with me as I go smoke my morning J and take my morning walk. But you know, it's your SMIB social media insurance brother. And, you know, I'm here with y'all. So I am going to be talking about, you know, the whole Tesla truck thing, because that's crazy, right? At the base, it starts at 50,000. What's good, bro? Chilling. So on the base level, you're looking at a truck that starts at about $50,000, right? And this isn't going to be with all of the, you know, superior towing capacity, etc., that you would expect one to have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, you got it. You good? You good? Oh shit! Now those guys. All right, no, the bus for some odd reason is stopped in traffic over here. Oh, they got into an accident. Okay. So it looks like the bus, when trying to squeeze through, hit the truck. So now the bus has to sit there and call the police and do a police report. Um, Cause that shit sucks. Yep, sad but true. And that's the unfortunate thing of these tiny ass roads. But at any rate, yeah. So there's a little bus accident. Nothing major, but unfortunately, when you're a commercial driver, you have to report every little incident, every little ding and dent, because unfortunately, you're taking care of other people. But stuff like this truck doing this double parking messes up traffic, especially when you have stuff like that and people parking in inconvenient places. It's the inconvenience of living in a metropolitan city. Let me see if I can direct traffic backwards, cause yeah, we might as well go. It's an accident right there. Let me see. Yeah, the bus hit the truck, so he stopped. Yeah. So go back, go back. The bus, yeah, the bus is not gonna move right now because he's yeah. Okay. Business K, what's up? All Star Simp. Yes, man. I'm the All Star Simp right now. I'm gonna be talking about the Tesla truck. But I just came to take y'all on a walk with me because I'm gonna go, being unorthodox, I was gonna go get my smoke on uh before I came to talk with y'all. Unfortunately, in dealing with my company, I'm trying to figure out, thank you, sir. I'm trying to figure out, I have a client, Rade, what's up? I have a client who applied for you're welcome, for insurance with me over a year ago. And these companies are playing games and it's pissing me and the client off. The client is pissed at me because he doesn't know what I'm dealing with the company. And he has every right to be pissed at me because I am the financial professional. Unfortunately, it's completely out of my control. And I don't want to tell him, hey, listen, the company's fucking me around. So I don't even know what to tell you, because they keep giving me the cold shoulder and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll call you back. And then they don't call me back for days on end. So I'm stuck trying to tell this customer something because he's trying to get his insurance and we both thought he had it and the company never took his money and then they took his money and then I'm sitting here like, what's going on? And he called me like, hey, I don't have coverage. What's going on? And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have coverage? What? And so now I'm fighting back and forth with the company. The company is like, oh, he was supposed to pay this, that, and the third. And it's some nonsense. I'm going to end up suing the company. Um, it's what's going to end up happening. But hopefully I'll sue the company before he sues me because as a financial professional, you are independent and most of the clients are going to sue you as opposed to the multi-billion-dollar company, because they don't know to sue the company and their attorneys are going to tell them to sue the advisor because the attorney knows it's an easier case for him to win against the advisor than against the company. I've been in this situation before. I got sued for $1 million. She won 410 grand out of court. Um, so we prepare for stuff like this, right? Not that we want it to happen, but unfortunately, this is some of the pitfalls of the game. So right now, I have a client who, great client. Not only did he buy insurance from me, but he introduces other people to me. And then the company turns around and screws him up. So what do you think that does to me? I mean, to his image of me. Even if he doesn't feel it's tarnished, I feel like it's tarnished. Because I'm like, geez, I told you I was going to deliver ABCXYZ. And now ABCXYZ is not delivered.
And I, as a consumer, I'm very much, listen, I spent my money on something, give me what I spent my money on. I don't mind, if you talk to me about it, hey, cool, but give me what I spent my money on. And this guy now, from me, in my opinion, is not getting what he spent his money on. And that pisses me off as a professional and as a consumer. Because I'm like, well, damn. Because, well, damn. Do you know how many other insurance guys he could have dealt with besides me? Right? And, he had other things going on before he met me. Right? He met me. We're like, hey, this, that, and the third. Let's try and get ABC, XYZ off. And, they're not helping me help my client. The reason that pisses me off is because, again, you as the client do not know and should not know what the financial professional is dealing with as far as this bullshit with the company. Right? The only reason I'm letting y'all know this is because y'all are my audience. And my client may actually be watching. He won't know it's him that I'm talking about because I have a few clients with similar situations right now from one carrier in particular, which is why it's always good to work with a broker, because as a captive agent, if all I had was that one carrier, I'd be stuck like Chuck. But one of these carriers, and I went and got the relationship with the carrier because the client was interested in that particular product, and another carrier that I had was acting stupid. Right? So the carrier wanted to act up. I said, okay, Mike TV was good. I brought him to another carrier. That other carrier, yo, shout out to Mike TV. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know or follow Mike TV, yes, he does a lot of trolling and a lot of bullshit and a lot of foolishness and fuckery. I happen to enjoy it because I'll be honest. Number one, this kid is not 30 years old yet, right? There's a lot of men. I'm talking to black men. I understand other people. Listen, fuck all that. I'm unorthodox. I'm talking about the only perspective I have, which is that of mine, which is a black man. So as a black man, this young brother is out here trying to do stuff, right? He's homeless now, right? So he's without an abode, right? And he's got some hustle to him. He's able to hop online and get supporters, and he's a marketing genius. How much of a marketing genius? He's got people like O'Shea Duke Jackson speaking about his shit, right? Now, O'Shea Duke Jackson is a big hitter. So what that does is that helps this brother out. Marketing genius. And I'm going to help the brother out too, right? Because he came through. If you don't know, his name was originally Mr. Real Estate, because very similar like JT the Pocket Watcher, he was exposing fraudsters, right? He came over to me. We started talking. He's a watchdog. He was like, well, let's see what this guy's talking about. When he spoke to me, I was like, hey, I'm not these other financial professionals. I will tell you straight the fuck up what it is. And so I do get a lot of pushback from that too. But shout out to Mike TV. If y'all don't know, go follow him. Go show him some support. You know what I mean? Great mind, great marketing prowess. Also, shout out to K Business Podcast. Look out for next Monday. I'm gonna be on his show, and I'm gonna be talking about insurance from a few different angles. The first angle I'm going to be speaking about it from is the simplest form, period. I'm going to talk about term life insurance and whole. Oh, shit. I done turned off my light. Why is my light not coming on? Hold on. Well, I'm going to be talking about term life insurance and whole life insurance. And bear with me, y'all. In about 10 minutes or so, once I finish this blunt, I will take y'all upstairs with me, and we will read the article or go over the Tesla truck, because I want to compare the Tesla truck to the Ford Raptor. Why does my... Oh, okay. There we go. I had to turn my lights back on. Right? But mirror down this window. Don't do drugs, boys and girls. Don't do drugs. Let me turn my command off so my Bluetooth don't grab my sound here, right? Give me 1 second. All right. Clip that. Clip that. But again, this kid, yo, he can't. Oh, fuck. This shit just ripped. Man, I gotta re-roll it because it just ripped. My mouth too wet, huh? But this kid came in, like I said, smashing heads, right? And motherfuckers couldn't handle it. But these are guys who are in our 40s and 50s. If this kid is homeless right now, encroaching on his 30s, right? There are guys who actually depend on this YouTube, right? Like me and Kay, we don't depend on this YouTube for our money. We do business offline. I happen to know for a fact Mike TV has done business offline. Now, yeah, they've got people who have said some stuff. Oh, he's a squatter, this, that, and the third. But I haven't seen receipts. From him, I've seen receipts. But I'm going to get back to my topic. So, today, we see recently the release of the Tesla Cybertruck. I go hold you. That shit is ugly as hell. But, again, I want to go to brands. People get brands because they're brands, not because they're brands. And here, we're going to start learning about using brands because they're brands or because they're brands. Prince Pierre, salute. Right? So, what do I mean? Well, I drive a Mercedes because it's a Mercedes, but I also drive a Mercedes because it's a Mercedes. Well, what do I mean by that? I drive a Mercedes because it's a Mercedes, because it brings prestige. When people see that three-pointed star, land, sea, air, they know that's the first car manufacturer, period. They know the commercial, the best or nothing, right? People used to clown all the time in my hometown here in New Haven, Connecticut, because I had been here for a couple years, and people were always like, well, Lonzo, we thought you were broke. Why? Well, you don't have a car. How you talking all this financial stuff? Well, I don't have a driver's license. Why would I have a car? Mind you, I lived in New York City. I didn't have a driver's license for over a decade. I'm not going to jump out the window and buy a car. Then I went and got my driver's license, and a month later, I turned around and bought a 2016 Mercedes. It's a 7-year-old Benz with under 80,000 miles. So it's basically a fucking new car, right? So basically, it may have been serviced once at the Benz dealership by the one previous owner who always did his service at the Mercedes dealership. Only thing I need to do is get my brakes done again. I just brought it for my 80,000 mile service. You guys saw the receipt. $3,750, $3,750. New tires, oil change, car wash. And they fixed my radio fuse because my fuse had blown. But it was a relay that kept the fuse blowing. Right? $3,750. Why did I bring it to the Mercedes Benz dealership? Yeah, tell them, Prince Pierre, they got to stop hating on the game. Right? Now, I say that again, and I don't say that shit to brag. I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you. There's levels to these games. right? And with these levels, I'm learning, especially in this insurance field, like I want to start doing content to other people who want to get into this game, because I done seen too many people got into this game with companies like Primerica, and they get all the wool pulled over their eyes, and what happens is it fucks it up for you, the client. What do I mean? I was on a Facebook group yesterday with the anyway. I'll get back to that. Let me continue with the brand thing, right? So with the brand thing, again, I drive a Mercedes because it has a smooth ride, right? People will say, "Oh, well, you know, all that technology and stuff is in a Honda." Very true, but here's the difference. In a Benz, I could hit that corner doing 80, and I ain't got to hit the brake because my suspension is built for that. The body is built for that. I ain't gonna have body roll. You see what I'm saying? And that ride is gonna be smooth. When I'm pushing 110, I'm pushing 110 in this car. I got a buck 60 on the dash. My car don't shake at 80. I've had a Honda. It shakes when I do 80 on the highway, right? When I do 80 on this, I don't even be realizing I be doing 100 miles an hour like, "Oh shit, I'm doing a buck 10. Let me slow down before I get another speeding ticket." Right? And you'll probably do the same thing in a Tesla car. But again, brands are for certain things, right? So pickup trucks, right? Did you know that Mercedes makes a pickup truck? They don't bring them over here to the United States. But again, there's levels to this, right? So Mercedes makes a pickup truck and it's called the X class. But again, that pickup truck would be somebody just buying a pickup truck for brand because it's overpriced. And for all that you get in the Mercedes pickup truck, you're probably not going to want to use it for utility like you would a Ford F-150 or a Toyota Tacoma, which is which would be the lower Ford, the Ford I can't think of what the lower level of the Ford pickup truck is. I know there's the F-150. There's one smaller than that. But like it's equivalent to a Toyota Tacoma or a Chevy Colorado, not even a Silverado, but a Colorado, right? All my pickup truck guys know about that. So when you're looking at brands, yes, you buy an expensive brand for the label, but make sure that you're not just buying it for the label. Ford Ranger, thank you, Jeff. I couldn't remember the truck. But yeah, so buying the Mercedes X Class would be like buying a Ford Ranger. So I'd be foolhardy because I'm into Mercedes. I like Mercedes, right? Like my wife, when she gets her driver's license, I got to bust my ass now because I work on 100% commission, but I'm also building a team. And with the team that I'm building, I intend on working on them to make money because when they make money, I make money. And I'm one of those people who look, I tell you the 1000% truth, right? Because there's people getting recruited by Primerica, Scamerica, all this other bullshit. I'll tell you the truth, right? I'm an actual financial professional. You work with me, yes, I get paid off of the work you do, right? I get an override. So it makes sense for me to help you make money. But I'm also not into recruiting. So I'm not trying to recruit 1,000 people. And I'm not going to do this. Well, while you're training, get experience by giving me all your people. Now, fuck that. Your people are your people. Now, if it's a level where you're like, look, I ain't got time to wait for me to get the license. I want my cousin to get coverage today. That's a different story. But if it's like, hey, listen, I'm working on my license. I'll even do the appointment with you, show you how to put in the paperwork. Once you get your license, hey, put it in. But people don't tell you about shit like agent of record. But anyway, back to the brand. So the Tesla truck is similar to the Mercedes truck. It's foolhardy to buy. And this Tesla truck is about to be hella expensive. The base Tesla is 50,000, right? I compared the mid Tesla, which is I think 70,000, the mid Tesla Cybertruck, right? That's the all-wheel drive version. The mid Tesla Cybertruck all-wheel drive version is 70,000. For that, you could get a Ford F-150 Raptor, right? Now, the shit's got some horsepower. I think it's got 805 horsepower in the Cyber Beast. But again, you've got a 350-mile range and only 11,000 pounds of towing. I think you've got 14,000 in a Ford Ranger. Not even an F-150, a Ranger. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Insurance Junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hoff, your social media insurance brother. Make sure if you're enjoying that content, you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. But I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Tesla Cybertruck is ugly as shit. It looks like something that belongs on Minecraft. And I put in the link in the description a video to VBP Moneyman, who's a guy I just started watching, but I like his channel because he tells you guys, listen, crypto, you're not going to make any fucking money, right? It's bullshit. It's just like all you dudes crying about, oh, I won't sleep, I won't wife that woman because she let 17 guys have sex with her. Well, why the fuck are you going to get into an investment where all you have to do is have 17 cents and you can buy a piece of crypto? Not a whole crypto. Nobody's talking about buying an entire, oh, crypto is worth 62,000. Do you own one crypto coin? No. But I got $17,000 in Ethereum. Has anybody given you $17,000 for that Ethereum? No? Then you don't. Now, am I saying to not do crypto at all? No. Salute, broke genius. Because I have some throwaway money in crypto too. Because, hey, fuck it. You never know, right? I won't wife the girl that's sucking everybody's dick, but I want my dick sucked too, so I'm gonna stand in line and get it sucked, and then I'm never gonna talk to her again. Right? But the reality is you're not supposed to wife that, right? Or on the side, women's side, the dude who got 17 babies' mothers, but don't take care of none of the kids. Why in the fuck would you have a baby by him? Yes, you can sleep with him. Okay, that's good, Dick Daryl. You know what? Go ahead. Let him knock them walls down. But you make sure that nigga wears a condom or you wear IUD or a female condom so that this waste of space ass nigga don't bust a nut in you and bounce. Right? Just protect yourself. Like, I was watching my man Broke Genius earlier. He was saying, you know, I realized that maybe I was and wasn't that where's my hug at ass nigga at high school. The reason I say that is now that I look back, I was a unintentional where's my hug at ass nigga. Because unlike an incel, the chicks was getting at me. I was just fucking oblivious to the fact that they was getting at me. So, you know, that was my incel moment. It wasn't because they wasn't fucking with me. It's that they was throwing signals, and my dumb ass, because I was raised by all women, was just like, duh, I didn't know you was trying to give me some. Where's my hug works. Listen, man. You know what? Where's my hug do work, but there's levels to this because see, Broke Genius, you was hitting them, right? So the where's my hug work for you because you know how to take it the step further. The Where's My Hug worked for me, but I was fucking stupid, right? So I would walk myself. I it's I was on a panel with some niggas yesterday talking insurance, and I said some shit, and the nigga cut me off and played a clip from Futurama where Fry is like, "Shut up and take my money." Right? So I was saying this, that, and the third. He was like, "Yo, what's your number?" I was like, here's my info in the back. I was like, "Yo, blah 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 blah." He was like, "Yo, shut up and take my money." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He was like, "Nah, dude, fuck it. Shut up and take my money. Here you go. I don't want to hear anymore. Just take the money." I was like, "Damn. I don't want to just sell you like that. I want to make sure you know what you're getting." "Nope, I don't care. Take my money." I was like, "All right." So I was unfortunately that guy that didn't know how to shut up and take your money when it came to the ladies. Because I know how to take your money when it comes to your money. But my my first year in college was some shit, boy. I used to get, well, see, that's crazy too. I could talk about some escapades, but I'll be honest, that thug life shit is some suspect shit. Cause niggas do some suspect shit. Like rutted drizzes. Like as a grown ass man, well, I can't say it's suspect because it's an orgy, right? But I'm not gonna go there right now because I'm trying to keep this a little PC. But back to brands. So again, it'd be foolhardy for me to get a Mercedes or a Tesla truck because they're not proven to perform in that realm. Now, if you want to get like a cargo van, yeah, you could get a cargo van, and with that cargo van, you can get a like a Sprinter, a Mercedes Sprinter, or you can get a Mercedes V Class. Google Mercedes V Class and Google Mercedes X Class. Again, I'm into Mercedes, right? Like my brother is into the Bavarian Money Waster. I mean BMW, right? Which I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like certain Beamers the way they look. Like I think Beamer coupes look better than Benz coupes. But my dream car right now is going to be a Mercedes GT53 because I like the four doors, but I like that it's a coupe. And I want a GLE coupe now because somebody who lives near me has a GLE coupe. I want to get an ML. My boy has an R class. I want to get an R class. So I got to make a lot of money like some of my clients so I can have these 5-car garages. And that's another thing that from my people who are trying to get into the financial services world. You guys saw my video talking about it being a double-edged sword. And that's another thing. Messing with your friends and family is a double-edged sword because yes, you want to help them, but the only way you're really going to help them is when you're beyond helping them, right? What do I mean? You have to go in order to make money in this business. You have to get clients who make money, right? He says, "Where's my hug?" Always sounded desperate to me. I was good on all of it. Yeah, that's why I call a lot of the manosphere "Where's my hug at" ass niggas, right? Because it encompasses a lot. Like I said, I was a "Where's my hug at" ass nigga. I say that proudly. Why? Because I was. Now, again, there's levels to it. I was a "Where's my hug at" ass nigga. He said, "What about life insurance parties or events?" I'll get to that in a second. But I was a "Where's my hug at" ass nigga, and that actually works now with life insurance, etc. But back to the Tesla truck. It's a statement piece, but only homeowners are really going to be able to have it, right? It, like my man VPP's Money Man said, you're not going to see too many Teslas in the hood because it's not going to be charging stations. People are already scared to go to the gas station in the hood as is. You think I'm gonna want to drive and sit in my car for 45 minutes to gas up or charge up in the hood? No. And then it's got a design flaw in terms of utility. Now again, in terms of what it looks like, hey, aesthetically it's probably pleasing to some, right? But all in all, that truck is probably not going to be useful for someone who uh hauls lumber for a living, right? That's more a status symbol. Okay, here's what is a status symbol. uh well, yes, I actually do want the Porsche truck too. I'm actually looking, and now with the new design, I do like the Macan better than the Cayenne because the Macan is smaller. I like smaller vehicles, right? I'm a small dude. I know a lot of people like the big body trucks. Like, don't get me wrong. Before I got this Benz, I was going to get a Jeep Grand Cherokee, but my brother went and bought a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And then when I went to the dealer, I went to a used car dealership. I was gonna get a Jeep Grand Cherokee, to be honest, but it turned out that the Benz payments were cheaper. So I was like, I'll get the Benz. Now, the initially I was actually looking at a C class, and I'm glad I didn't get the C class because the C class is not a driver's vehicle. The C class is a baby S class, without the performance. So it's the luxury of the S class. An E class is a baby S class without the luxury, right? But an E class is a driver's car. So if you get an E class, most likely you would probably like a BMW because a BMW is a driver's car. You get to feel the road. But the E class, again, E class is a driver's car. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I always equate my insurance policies to different classes of Mercedes Benz, right? So, like, my next car will probably be a CLA 45. I'll get the AMG. But for my wife, I want to get, actually, I like the A class, the A220, but it's a front wheel drive. But I like Benz because I like the brand, right? So I like it because the brand is the brand, right? But I also understand, like, homie driving through in the Hellcat right now, listen to that growl, right? He says, I wish I didn't get rid of my Benz. Yeah, Benzes are great vehicles, right? Uh, you know, everybody that I know that has a Beamer has issues with their Beamer. I should have gotten it repaired at a German. Bro, you should have brought it to Mercedes. Now there's certain shit that you don't bring it to the dealership for, but the thing is, like, my mother told me some funny shit because she's talking to me about money and shit. And she was like, "You've always been a Jones." I was like, "What?" "You've always been wanting to be kept up with." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Because you're from the hood, and people in the hood right now, they see, oh, well, wow, you got a Benz, and it's a Benz. And you don't get that. Like, for example, my brother was talking shit to me. He was like, you're an uppity dude. I was like, why? He was like, because you got that Benz, but you'll get some shit that's 800 extra dollars, and nobody can tell but you." And I was like, yes, but another person who's can afford it or who is a Benz enthusiast would know, right? Like, something funny, when I bought this Benz, it didn't come with the push to start. And because the E350 Sport base model doesn't come with the push to start. And I was like, no, I need push to start. So I went out and I bought my push to start button because I want push to start. Right? Um, those are little things and little intricacies that can actually be had in your life insurance. So that's why I compare life insurance to cars. Yeah. So you pay the 199 to find out what it is, and then you decline them doing the service, and then you take it to, Bob's Auto Shop and you say, "Hey Bob, fix ABC XYZ." You know they're gonna charge you a little more because it's a Benz, but it's not gonna cost as much as it would at the Benz dealership. But my mother was saying, listen, you've always been a Jones. When I was 16, my aunt sold me a 1992 Pontiac Sunbird. That car was beat to shit. It probably had like 200,000 miles on it. But I looked at money differently, even though at that time I earned my money with my time, but I was younger, so I had lots of time. And I brought my Pontiac to the Pontiac dealership. I paid my aunt $600 for that car. When I brought it to the Pontiac dealership, they charged me $900 to replace gaskets, parts, and labor. I said, fuck it. I got to pay it. Boom. Paid it. I paid more for repair of the vehicle than I paid to gain possession of the vehicle. Now, yes, it was a discount for family. Somebody else probably would have charged me 2 G's for the car. I get it. But still, that you wouldn't want to bring directly to the dealership. So, also with a Tesla, you have to bring Tesla to the dealership. There's nowhere else that has their authorized stuff. People call you uppity because you buy nice things with your for yourself with your hard-earned money. That's crazy to me. Um, no, it's not crazy. Everybody's got their level, right? There's some people who I think are uppity because just as people can call me uppity, I can look down on them, or maybe I do look down on them. Right? There's levels to it. It's classism, right? Oftentimes that may just be envy. And that's one of the things Charlie Munger was speaking about. You know, envy killed it. He was like he was safer in the 1920s in his home in Nebraska, in his hometown in Nebraska, than he was in 2020 in his wealthy gated neighborhood in Los Angeles. Now, there's levels to it. Number one, he was in Nebraska. Nebraska is vastly safer than Los Angeles. It's got a vastly smaller population. It's got different weather conditions, which causes different activity. But again, people who get this Tesla truck are definitely going to be homeowners, right? So these are going to be people who own their houses because they'll have somewhere to charge the vehicle. So are you getting the Tesla truck because of utility? Or are you getting the Tesla truck because it's Tesla and it's a truck? Most people are going to be getting the Tesla truck because it's Tesla and it's a truck. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Right? The thing about money that we have to understand is money is a tool to be used. Now, what you're supposed to do is utilize it, and you want to keep a little for a rainy day, but you also want to enjoy it. And no, you don't want to wait until retirement to enjoy it. We have to live in the present. That's why I told you, I am a label whore. I have a Mercedes. I wear Burberry glasses, but I also have responsible things that I do. One of those things would be, for example, if you're going to say you're investing, then you need to pay your bills in a certain manner. What do I mean? Bills that you can pay off in a trunk, you should pay off in a chunk. So things like, and I had this discussion on a live I did months ago, and a client and one of my followers said, well, that's difficult. Is you pay your insurance for the 6 months of the year, your car insurance. Things like your homeowners or renters insurance, pay that for the year. Those are responsible things. Boom. It's June. Boom. My car insurance is paid until December. Boom. My car payment is what's the average car payment? $700 a month. All right. So I pay 7, 14, 21. I pay $3,000. Why the fuck did my light just come on? I forgot that Mercedes be doing weird shit. Right? So I paid $3,000. Bam. So that's 7, 14, 21, 28. So 35. Right? So $4,200. So if I get $5,000, boom, $4,200 goes to your car payment. That's 6 months of your car payment, 6 months of your car insurance. So let's say that's a check of $7,500. Boom. Now your car insurance and your car note are paid for 6 months. Now you can take care of ancillary bills, right? Things like your credit cards. Things like your credit cards need to be paid on a monthly basis, right? So people always get screwed into your credit because he said they listening. Yeah, well, I don't have the OnStar in this. See, I need to get a new Benz because I wanted to be able to get the Mercedes Me app on my cell phone. So uh, I'm not gonna talk about the car because I feel like I'm bragging, right? Um, but it is what it is. Uh, but so one of the things again, so you want to do responsible things. So things like credit cards. So yes, you have your score, but there are different things that go into your credit score, right? So what goes into your credit score? One of the major things, yes, is your debt to income ratio, but it's also one major thing that has an effect on your debt to income ratio, and that's your credit utilization. So a trick to that is people will tell you, oh, you only have one credit card. Fuck it. What you want to do is have quarterly credit cards. So you need 3 credit cards. Here's how you do it, right? Shit, I sound like I'm running a play, but it seems like realistically what it is most people want to be spoken to. Unfortunately, uh, they want you to quote unquote dumb it down. But when they say dumb it down, they mean speak it in simple language. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff, if you speak it in simple language, yeah, listen, when you get back to restoring cars, let me know because somebody scratched the shit out my shit. They keyed it, B, and I was tight, right? But you get 3 credit cards. So with those 3 cards, you take 1 card and you spend whatever you spend on it for month one. Let's say it's January. So January, you take the Visa, and with the Visa, you spend whatever you spend on it. And then at February, you pay off the Visa in full. If you spend $1,000, you pay off $1,000. If you spend $5,000, you pay off $5,000. Whatever it is. So make sure that you keep it moderate. Generally, you want to have a utilization ratio of 30%. But here's how you keep it down. Wait, let's say all 3 cars have a $500 maximum, and you max them out every month, $500. But you have 3 cards, so technically you're still at 30% utilization, right? So now it's February. You've paid off the Visa. So February you use the MasterCard. So now you have the MasterCard, and again you spend $500 on the MasterCard, but you still got the Visa and the Discover available, right? So now, come February, end of February comes March. You pay off the $500 on the MasterCard. You put it away. So now it's March. March, you use the Discover card. And again, maybe it's just you use that card to just pay, certain utility bills or whatever. All right. It's January, I got to pay the light bill. All right, I'm gonna pay the light bill with the Visa. It's $300. Okay, boom. Then at the end of January, or you could just pay it off immediately, but don't do that. Wait till the end of the month. At the end of January, come February, you pay off the Visa. February, the light bill comes. You pay the light bill with the MasterCard this month. All right? Now, come March, you pay off the MasterCard. But March, you pay the light bill with the Discover card. Now, you're still at a 30% utilization rate because all three of these cards have $500, right? So now, you come April, you pay off the Discover card and you whip back out the Visa, right? Now you're utilizing three cards. Remember, there's three different credit rating bureaus. Maybe each one of those is reporting to a different bureau, even though they report to all three technically. But now you're keeping that monitoring going. I'll tell you why. And because this is funny as shit. I'm getting ready to get off of here because my blunt's done. All right. But well damn, I can re-roll this. This one is pretty fat. Oh, fuck. I didn't turn my light off again. The hell come doggone it. Here we go. 79,713 miles. Man, I gotta get me some commissions, bro, because I want to buy my wife a car. I want to buy her an A class because she likes the Chevy Malibu. So she likes a mid-size sedan. So I might buy her a C class. What do you think? Help me help you help my wife so I could buy her a C class. And then I'll get my AMG CLA, and that is what I will use for Uber. And I'll get the yellow one because that shit is hard. So that's why I like the E Class as well. The E Class in America is a luxury vehicle, but amongst the rest of the world, the E Class is a taxi cab. They use, you know how you see Toyota Corollas as yellow cabs all over the place in USA? Well, you see Mercedes E Class as taxi cab everywhere else. So while in America, the E Class is the a big luxury car, everywhere else is a taxi cab. Like I was riding through New York City and people kept waving because I got a black Benz. They was like, "Oh, that's a luxury cab." And where I was driving, people was waving like, "Hey, taxi." I was like, "Nigga, I ain't no taxi. This is a personal vehicle, right?" But that was kind of funny. You got to get non-black supporters. I do have a couple of non-black supporters. I do need some non-black people to support me, um, because support from black people is very hard to get, but when you get support from non-black people, black people will support you more. uh it's just kind of the way it is, right? If you're black, they don't trust you. If you're black people definitely don't trust you. You think other people don't trust you. You think you think you think the white woman clutching her fucking purse in an elevator with you when you got in a full business suit is offensive. Ha! Try being called an uppity nigga all day from other black people, so they don't want to support you because you try to do good for yourself. They want to drag you down. He said you got to get non. These black folks don't support and don't have no support to give. Oh, black folks got support to give, but they're not obligated to give you their support because they black. You know, they- they're obligated to give you their support because you do good business. And black folk got to remember that, right? Now, should they practice? Should they seek out businesses that are black? Yes. because others do that for their own. They will seek out businesses that are similar to them, but they ain't. A Chinese man ain't doing business with a Chinese man simply because he's Chinese. That would be unwise business, right? Uh, right now, he may seek a Chinese man to do business with, right? But he's not going to be like, oh, this guy is the only motherfucker who does this. Well, in that situation, he might do business with him because he's Chinese. But for the most part, he's not just going to be like, oh, this guy's Chinese. I must do business with him. This guy's Chinese. Let me check him out. I cool. I could do business with him. Or, nah, I'm not doing business with him. Now, I understand what you mean about black folks not giving black folks support because, for the most part, it'd be like, nah, that's a black business. Nah, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Oh, when I had my computer store, I had the have-nots stealing from the haves and selling to me. I feel you. Yeah, they would go take people's shit. Well, he said I made a killing. No, I feel you. It's an unfortunate circumstance, bro. Um, it is what it is, right? Like I said, uh, black people ain't obligated to do shit for you because you're black. Let me turn on this car. They just, you know, they get to exist just like you do, right? So again, like I said, you're not gonna see, you know, an Arab man do business with an Arab man simply because he's an Arab man. He might seek out him. He might be like, let me look for this another Arab man who does this business. All right, there's another Arab man who does this business. Let me check him out. This nigga ain't shit. I ain't fucking with him. Right? Whereas, unfortunately, with black folks, it seems to be like, oh, here's another nigga doing business. See, I don't like dealing with black folk, but I ain't gonna fuck with him. Let me see if that nigga lasts. Well, the nigga ain't gonna last if none of y'all do business with him. No, no, no. I understand you didn't tell him to do it. I get what you're saying about the haves taking from the have-nots taking from the haves, and then they come and sell it you, right? But look at little shit like, when's the last time you went to the Chinese food store in the hood and were greeted like, "Hello, sir. How may I take your order?" Right? That's just not their mannerisms. Not in their establishments. They're not going to be like, "Good day, patron. What would you like to have from our delectable treats?" Right? The stereotype would be, "What you want? China King, I help you. Hold on. Cling, cling. China King, hold on. Cling. What you want? What's the number four? Chicken wing fried rice. Tango la la la. Then the line. China King." Right? That's what you would assume you'd see. Right? So why is it that when you go to Al's roti shop and you come in and you see the Rasta on the side cooking the rice and pea with the cow foot stew and some tripe and a red stripe, and you know, old girl come up, Priscilla come up. What you want, bruh? Why you mad? She suck her teeth. We got stew goat, curry chicken, cabbage, rice and pea. What you want? Right? You don't be mad at Sue for what she do. So why you mad at her? So anyway, man, I was gonna pull up the video of the Tesla truck, but I'm gonna finish my little piece of J. He said, "My gangster must be respected." Big facts, right? Broke Jesus, I feel you. I'm gonna start going live more often and just getting my talk off because this is evergreen content. Because there are some gems in here, and I be liking when you be going live because you be dropping some shit and like I want to actually have a discussion with like a MGTOW dude or something. I want to understand the red pill. I want to understand what these dudes is talking about. I'm gonna do that later, but I'm gonna keep talking about this money shit too. But so yeah, ain't nothing wrong with the Tesla truck if you're into Tesla. Now, again, don't think you're getting the Tesla truck for utility. You're getting the Tesla truck because you like Tesla, right? It's a status symbol. I can get this electric vehicle, right? But mind you, Tesla, you can only bring to the Tesla dealership or a Tesla service station, right? There's no certified Ford mechanic anywhere near. So you can't bring your shit to those places, right? It's a little different. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. But yeah, man, I mean, that truck is going to be hard hitting, but it's not going to be in the hood, right? We use gas for a reason, you know. I will be doing more of these rants and I will start throwing out some of my older videos because it's evergreen content. I also did put together a couple of playlists. Y'all check them out. Like I got my original ADH wealth solutions, and a lot of those will actually tell you different ways that you can use insurance for different things in your life, right? Like there's so much money in insurance is ridiculous, right? I have a client right now who outside of life insurance uh is going to be getting another, well, it's basically another life insurance policy, but it's payment until death. So you put a couple of dollars away and you get payment until the day you die, right? Period. And that shit happens, right? And so, you know, I'm actually going to I had to follow up with a client on it, but it says we need to focus on the global elites, like Charlie Munger. It's funny, everybody seems to be dying at like 99. Betty White, Charlie Munger. Shit's kind of odd, right? They checking out right like months before their 100th birthday. That's weird. And these people live wealthy lives. Like Black Woman Making Money made a video yesterday regards to Charlie Munger. And she read a little article and it was stating, he came from humble beginnings. His mother was a wealthy woman. She came from an affluent family. And his father was an attorney. But he became an attorney and made his billions with Berkshire Hathaway. Elon Musk made his billions with PayPal, which is the humongousaurus, obviously, but you know, it's these one knock out the box things, and then money gets you generally anywhere you want to be when you have that kind of money. But think about who or what families had that money, right? Like I told you, I'm gonna write a book about family wealth. So, broke genius, I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna hit you on the phone because I'm gonna need some assistance. And you've already published a book, and I want to be able to do the same thing, right? But in terms of following the money, you know the video game Hitman. If you notice some of those play clips, like I was watching where he had to do a hit on uh Carl something or other and Marcus Stuyvesant. Uh, so, so it was Carl Bedford and Marcus Stuyvesant. Bedford and Stuyvesant. Bedford Stuyvesant. Bed Stuy. She's like, yes. Um, Stuyvesant is a rich trust fund baby whose family started their money in the early 1900s in oil and then became majority owner of real estate in New York City. The family has since gone long away from public view, right? My brother, but the guy's name, and this is a video game, but the guy's name was motherfucking Marcus Stuyvesant. Carl Bedford and Marcus Stuyvesant. Carl Bedford and Marcus Stuyvesant. And this isn't a video game. And these are wealthy elite families that you have to assassinate. Carl Bedford and Marcus Stuyvesant. Wait, what? Bedford Stuyvesant. Why does that sound familiar? Right? But I ain't gonna go too deep in it because I'm gonna go get me something to eat and play me some NBA 2K. Then I gotta go get some money because I got bills to pay. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, your social media insurance brother, and I've whapped and tapped on your head with another ADH wealth solution. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.